Hello. I'm speaking to you from the Women's Ministries Department of the USA Western Territory. The purpose of this greeting is to say thank you. Thank you because you have been so generous in giving to the projects sponsored by our department. This last year, did you know that we raised over $50,000? Thank you so much for your work, for your effort, for your diligence in doing this. And because of your generosity, we were able to help people in Brazil, Tanzania, and Malawi. Actually, we had a little bit of money left over. So we were able to send $15,000 to Nepal to help them rebuild a cafe, which they call the Sisters Cafe. Nepal was hit by devastating earthquake and aftershocks in April and May. The Sisters Cafe lost their building and much of their supplies. And we were able to purchase supplies. We were able to help them move forward with their program, which meets the needs of women on a very basic level every day. Thank you because you are so generous. So this year we are proposing to you that we go on a journey just about around the world. We're going to travel to Africa and help our sisters there. We want to go way north to the Arctic Circle to Nuuk, Greenland. And we want to travel on to Asia. Your generosity in helping to raise money for these specific projects this year, we believe will help women and children, their families, to flourish. We not only want to help them with their physical needs, but we have a beautiful opportunity to spread the gospel as a result of the finances that we raise during this year. God bless you, and thank you very much for all that you will do. We start our journey this year around the world, and our first stop is in Africa, Nigeria. You'll know that Colonels Victor and Rosemary Leslie are the territorial leaders there. Let's see what their project is. Despite the richness of petroleum natural resources in Nigeria, over 70% of its people still suffer poverty, mostly women and children in rural areas. They still are not able to provide adequately for the basic needs of food, clothes, and shelter. The women live in village communities where their primary role is providing for the family. They are often left to fend for themselves and their children, especially widows. We have opportunity to contribute to Nigeria's Rural Women Empowerment Program. The project will put rural women on a path towards self-sufficiency and financial stability. Nigeria is the world's largest producer of cassava, and it grows very well in 24 of the country's 36 states. It is the most perishable of roots and tubers and can deteriorate within 2 or 3 days after harvesting. In Nigeria, the most popular product from cassava is gari. Its traditional production is a long and tedious process. Peeling, grating, fermentation, and pressing, sieving, frying, and drying. These operations are traditionally carried out entirely by women. The project is designed to provide a cassava grinding machine to assist rural women with the processing of cassava into gari. The grinder will help the women with the most difficult and discouraging part of the process of producing gari. This will encourage them to farm the resources that are available to them. The women will be invited to join a thrift club or a savings program, which requires membership in the Home League, thereby tying them to the Army in more direct ways. Through the Home League, they will learn many other life skills. We propose to supply a machine for several village communities that are high cassava production areas spread over the various parts of Nigeria in which the Salvation Army operates. Put on your winter coats, because here we go to the Denmark territory, to the country of Greenland. It's really cold there. In the summer of 2012, Greenland, located in the polar belt of the North Atlantic Ocean, successfully became a part of the Salvation Army Denmark territory. The work began to flourish in the Greenland's capital, Nuuk. In this very cold part of the territory, services are provided for women and their families through programs such as Baby Song. Families also join together for Family Hour. They are able to share a meal and enjoy fellowship together in what could be a very lonely and isolated place. The goal is for the families to feel appreciated and to be a catalyst for them to strengthen their own lives through networking and education experiences. We have the opportunity to add to their flourishing lives by providing basic home essentials. This would also include items for their Baby Song program. Because the Greenlandic language is a big challenge to learn and to read, the Salvationists have a desire to have teaching materials translated for a better understanding of the good news of a life with Jesus. The last leg of our journey is to the South Asia zone. We're off to the country of Bangladesh. The Salvation Army commenced work in the northern part of East Bengal, now known as Bangladesh, early last century under the leadership of Commissioner Booth Tucker. Over the decades, the Army in Bangladesh flourished into several corps, homes for orphan girls and blind boys. They also have a thriving business with the Salvation Army Others Fair Trade Program, formerly known as Sally-Ann. The women officers in Bangladesh have found that they are ill-equipped to deal with the continuing problem of issues such as child marriage and the very pressing issue of frequent suicide among women and girls. We have opportunity to provide monies for training seminars concerning these vital subjects. They will also offer training for children and teens to help them know their rights as a child, psychosocial support, and child abuse awareness. Another project has been requested for the hearing impaired school in Mirpur, Dhaka. The Salvation Army hosts 30 children who are learning oral and sign language methods. In the past, many children graduated and are flourishing in mainstream education because of what they have learned in the Salvation Army school. It is our privilege to help fund the school for a year. These funds will also help the children to be given hearing aids. The Salvation Army is offering the hearing impaired children to flourish as adults so they may give back to their communities. The money that you raise towards our projects to help people flourish in their lives does not go into a big black hole. The money actually meets the needs of people right where they are. It provides food, clothing, shelter, warmth, the presentation of the gospel. It changes people's lives when you give this way. Thank you, because I know that you want to be a part of this life-saving, life-changing project this year.